the eastern cottonwood. What a great, gentle giant of a tree. I'm Kurt Arns for Nebraska Farmer and Farm Progress, and the cottonwood tree. That's our feature on this episode of Farmstead Forest. So I'm standing by an eastern cottonwood tree that was planted by my grandparents here on our farm in northeast Nebraska, probably around 130 years ago. So it's still standing, still strong, still providing shade around our farm. And that's what it's like for a lot of farmsteads all across the country. In many places, especially on the plain states, farmsteads were built around an already growing eastern cottonwood tree. Trees have been signed beneath them in the early days of the plains. Pioneer immigrants across the western trails took shelter under cottonwood trees. They're just known throughout history as a giant sentinel, in many ways. And I think most folks know that cottonwood trees are gigantic. They just are massive. And, I can put my arm around this one almost halfway. But the national champion cottonwood tree, which is in Nebraska near Pibel Lake, it would take 6 people to join hands to get around the massive trunk of that particular tree. Cottonwood is the state tree of Nebraska, Wyoming, and Kansas, for instance. And it's just one of those trees that has been around for a long time, and a lot of folks associate them with rural areas because they're just out in the plains and all across the country on farms and ranches. Now, one of the downsides that a lot of people talk about with native cottonwood trees is, in the summer, they offer a lot of seed. It almost looks like it's snowing when the cotton seed comes down. And that can be kind of a problem. It collects in air conditioners and filters and that kind of thing. And, it can be kind of messy. But there are cultivars like Siouxland cottonwood, which are actually cottonless. And so you can find them at your local tree nurseries. Years ago, I visited the Bessie Tree Nursery, USDA Bessie Tree Nursery near Halsey, Nebraska at the Nebraska National Forest. And there they talk about collecting native cottonwood seed, which is quite a thing to do. It takes quite a while. Can you imagine collecting buckets of that cotton for seed that they produce into seedlings that they sell through our conservation tree program across the state and all across the plains? So the cottonwood's been around forever. It is a massive tree. It's really cool. We love our cottonwood trees because they're kind of a connection to my grandparents here on the farm. And, it's just something that we still can plant today. The natural resources districts across Nebraska and a lot of conservation districts and agencies all across the country sell seedlings of cottonwood, native cottonwood, and you can find the Siouxland cottonwood at a local tree nursery that actually won't have that crazy cotton seed blowing in the summer. So that's it for this episode of Farmstead Forest. Get all the latest farm news at nebraskafarmer.com and farmprogress.com. And until next time, we hope all is well in your neck of the woods.